Hey, Teannabranae here. Welcome back to my channel. We are about to get into some book reviews today. I'm back and better than ever. Maybe not. But I'm in a great mood today, so I'm going to try to film. Y'all know how I do. We binging. So I'm going to try. I have 6 books to try to knock out today. I'm not changing in between. So y'all just going to get this same look. My thrown togetherness of it all. So, but real quick, I want to address this. I burned myself with a pressing comb when I was straightening my hair the other day. So if I raise this hand, because I talk with my hands a lot, if I raise my hand and y'all see it, that's what it is. No big deal. So, book 1 today, we're going to be talking, I guess I shouldn't say book 1 because I'm going to split the reviews up. It's not going to be one long review, but regardless, turn my Kindle over. Book 1 that I'm doing today is Beast and Urban Fairytale, book 1 by Skye Moon. I'm looking down because this is where my notes are. So sorry about it. But we're going to do this. All right. The book is 352 pages. I rated this book pretty high. I rated it a 4.5 out of 5. This was my 114th documented book of the year. Not how many books I've read, because, you know, I reread if I really like the book. But documented, this is the 114th new book that I have read this year. It took me about 2 days to read it. I started reading on August 4th and I finished, well, I guess technically you could say a day, but I don't like to say that because I started reading on the 4th, I finished on the 5th. Technically, that's only a day from one day to the next, but I like to say that that's 2 days because I can start a book on the 4th and finish on the 4th, depending on how long it is. I feel like that's one day. Some people would say I finished in less than a day if they read it in one day, but I don't keep count like that. Do what works for you when you read. So, brief summary that I have written. Well, let's start with, I rated this book a 4.5 out of 5, if I did not say that. So, I rated it pretty high. The summary that I have written down is, after her ex-boyfriend Gabriel betrays her in the most unimaginable way, Reagan Haynes is done with love. Just when she's convinced that she has it all together, a random encounter between her father and a handsome yet scarred stranger flips her entire world upside down and threatens to destroy everything that she holds dear. Y'all hear creaking? My foot is resting on my sideboard of my bed. So that's the summary that I think I pulled that summary off of Amazon, honestly. I don't think I wrote that myself. But we're going to go over my thoughts and then we'll expound like I always do. So for my thoughts, I said that I enjoyed this story way more than I thought that I would. I'm usually not a fan of Stockholm romances, but I like that this author gave Reagan a reason to fall in love with a theme. So usually I am not a big fan of those books where one of the people are kidnapped and then they fall in love. I feel like that's very Stockholm syndrome-ish, and it's not my thing. But I genuinely liked that Reagan doesn't build a connection with Asim based off of the strength that he kidnapped her. It's more so just like a natural progression. I don't have my ring on. It's more so a natural progression of their relationship. And I did enjoy the fact that the author made an effort to kind of let us see why she would be interested in him. Because on paper, you're not going to be interested in somebody who kidnapped you. You shouldn't be, at least. I know it happens because of Stockholm Syndrome. Once again, there's a whole name for it. But the author gave us kind of like a peek into what about him has drawn her in. And I did enjoy that perspective as opposed to it just being, oh, I'm stuck here for months. And so Now I'm in love. We kind of get a better understanding of what it is about him that makes her feel like makes her feel like he's worth being interested in. I didn't take that many notes on this, but I think gave people way too many chances to play with him. In the book, when they meet, okay, backstory. Asim is not from America. He lives there because he's chasing someone who did something to him. And he ends up in America. So when he ends up here, he's here for a few years. He builds up a relationship with a local street leader, if you will. And we are like, I see him as portrayed by the people in the States as like this guy who don't play. Like, he don't take no mess from people. He on your head if you come to him. Like, he's just not somebody you play with. But in the book, one thing I will say that I did not like was he did a lot of shoulda, coulda, woulda. I'ma tell you what I'm gonna do with you, but he never does it. It's like he lets everybody off. And it's like he just gives everybody chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. And it's just like, we get to the end of the book and that comes back to bite him in the butt. But it's just like, sir, where is all this energy that you're supposed to have? These people are telling us that you don't play. These people are telling the readers that you are not somebody to be messed with. They're telling other characters in the book that you are not somebody to be messed with. I don't know what country he's from. I don't remember if it was a real country or a made up one. I kind of feel like it wasn't a real country. But it gave me like Caribbean. It's like even when he went back home, he was attacked on his own grounds. Like, it's just, I think it was all talk. But I did enjoy the book. I do like the fact that we are able to see a relationship form between them. I like the fact that it's very realistic. I think one thing that stuck out to me about this book as well was the name of the book is Beast. It's quite obvious when you read the summary on the back of the book that it's a spin on Beauty and the Beast. I see him as this big guy. The dad gets involved with him. I see him takes him. Reagan finds out. She goes and barters her life for her father, or bargains, whatever word you want to use. Her life for her father's. Asim keeps her as his prisoner and sends the father home. And I'm not going to go into too many details. I try not to give y'all too many spoilers just in case y'all have not read these books I'll be talking about. But anyway, in the book, they got to go back. Because remember, Asim is not from the States. So he takes Reagan to the island he's from. And one thing I did like about this book is when they start to fall in love, Asim and Reagan are kind of like existing in this bubble of, we in love. She wants to be here. I want to be here with him, you know. And the people around them are kind of just like, sir, her father has no idea where she is. Sir, her father still thinks that she's kidnapped. Sir, she needs to call and let these people know she's home. Like, not that she's home, but she's, you know, comfortable and happy where she is. You can't just keep her here. And it's like Reagan and Asim are kind of just like, why not? Why not? Why not? And they're talking about how they want to be together and get married and have a life together. And the people around them are like, is her father coming to the wedding? Like, and I do like the fact that they do acknowledge that, because so many times in books like these mostly women get taken and they fall in love, and it's like they family be like looking for them. I mean, not looking for them. You wonder what their family's going through. You wonder, like, are they still looking for her? Because they ain't mentioned the family in like 4 chapters. But I do like the fact that in this book, it's an active through point. Like, sir, ma'am, you not from here. You are an illegal immigrant. Like, she can't they even talk about how she, if the kid, if they have a kid, she ends up getting pregnant. And the point of the conversation becomes, if that baby is born here on the island, she doesn't have any legal rights to that child because she is not from this island. Y'all need to get, like, we understand y'all in love, but y'all need to get this situated. And SAHM leaves her to go back to the States for some stuff he has to do. And her father has put up all of these missing posters, and it kind of hits him in the face like, oh, shoot, they right. I done took this girl, and we in love, but she got a whole life. Like, so some other stuff happens. But the one thing that bugged me about the book was when Reagan first meets SAHM. Reagan is like a book reader or whatever at a library, their local library. And okay, Reagan's ex comes to the library to try to win her back, which makes sense. It's like, okay, I see why he's there. But for some reason, SAHM is at the library, like walking past the library too. And it's like, him and the ex-boyfriend weren't together. I just don't think that meet was thought out very well, because it's like, it doesn't say in the book that he was in the library. It doesn't say that he was going to pick up a book. He didn't know who Reagan was, so it's not like he was there for her. He's just at the library. So that part I didn't understand, but overall I did like the book. Like I said, I rated it a 4.5 out of 5. I think it was a very good read. I think it's worth reading if you haven't read it. If you have read it, tell me what you thought about it down below. Are you guys into like Stockholm-y romances? Like I said, they're not really my preference, but I saw this scrolling through BookTok, and the comments were saying it was good, so I decided to give it a chance, and I did actually enjoy it. But there was some stuff I was still just like, But I do like the fact that it did address the situation of like, this girl gotta go home at some point, even if y'all in love. Like, she can't just be here. Anyway, that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys thought about this book and this video down below. If there are any books that you would like me to review, like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.